Okay, well, there's many different forms of distraction. There's many different ways in which the I hate to use the word the elites, because when we use the words elites, it gets into a lot of ideas of conspiracy theories, but that's not necessarily the case. I think the main point that I want to make right now for this video, the bottom line of this video, is essentially the idea of now more than ever you have to be wary of your own actions, because the devil is working overtime. The devil is literally working overtime. He is in the gym pushing 4 plates on each side, bench pressing like no one ever. There's no way you're walking outside and not getting a whiff of some kind of demonic entity or some sort of demonic thing that's going on. Whether it's the war or whether it's some sort of economic thing, some sort of housing crisis, it's all BS. It's all to distract you from being in communion with your own self and speaking and conversing with God. In however way you can communicate with Him, pray to Him, this is what you need to be doing. Now more than ever, they're going to try to distract us. The thing that really got me under my skin was when they're speaking all these things about war. Oh, there's a war going on. There's bombs falling in all these different countries. They're showing you the fear in the media, in the news, whilst on the other hand, they are also printing out these beautiful graphics in Photoshop, beautiful colors and gradient colors with all the world leaders on there and the map of the world talking about there's a war going on. When the Epstein files have already shown us that all of these world leaders, although they might be yapping and debating one another in the media, they're all in cahoots. They're all in the same bed with one another because they all have a pact with the demon lord himself, Satan, or as the Muslims like to call him, Shaitan. My faith before was one of those things that I could definitely say I got away from. Growing up in the church, growing up in religion, I eventually decided around the age of it was probably around 21, 22, I decided to step away from it. I decided to enter into a life of debauchery and a life of hedonism. And I went so far into this life that eventually the horseshoe theory came into play, and we found ourselves now back in communion with God Himself. They will tell you that sinning all the time, that's how you're able to find out who you really are. That's how you're able to find out essentially what your line is. Are you willing to take $1 million to go and off somebody? What's your line? What's your morality line? And it wasn't the fact that somebody offered this opportunity to me. It was just one day I just woke up and realized that all these things that I had, it meant nothing to me. It didn't mean anything. I didn't feel anything. I just felt vapid and empty. Once you're able to realign with your purpose and realign with what you're supposed to be doing and realign with your communion with God, that is where you will be able to see the truth for what it is. Don't let all of these negative things that are going on now more than ever. We are living through the most negative times. Don't let these negative times affect your mental state. And the people who pray consistently, witches have declared that they are the hardest ones to convince to come and sit in the same room with Satan himself. So be weary, my friends. Understand who you are. Stand for something or fall for anything. I'll catch you guys in the next video.